So today I'm going to give you guys 5 tips and tricks that you can apply to in My Hero Academia Ultra Impact, ranging from beginner tips all the way to experienced tips. So let's jump straight into it. First off, let's talk about expeditions here. When it comes to expeditions, make sure you always have them running and always have characters in that said expedition as a bonus character. That's going to yield you more rewards, obviously, depending on what expedition that you are trying to do, and also give you higher chances in order to get more hero shards. Hero shards are used in order to upgrade your characters. The longer the expedition, the more rewards you're going to get, so make sure you do ones that are past the 8-hour mark. That'd be the best for rewards. Next, let's talk about USJ. So when it comes to USJ, you can only get 3 attempts per day if you didn't buy the pay-to-play pack that gives you 6 attempts. And when it comes to higher difficulty stages where you're not sure you're able to beat, you could potentially waste a run if you do lose. But you can avoid doing that by just quitting out before the game ends. So when you hit turn 12 and you guarantee that you know you're not going to win, you can always quit the game and your run does not count as one of the 3 that you only have. So as you saw, I had 3 left. Let's quit out of this really quickly. And when we jump back into USJ, you can see that I still have 3 attempts remaining. So this is good when you are trying to experiment with a team in order to get a 3-star or trying to do a harder difficulty and you're not too sure if you're able to win. Just quit if you think you're not going to win. Next up, we'll talk about VE Tower and some ways to increase your points so you can rank higher and get more rewards. When it comes to VE Towers, there's certain point values that you should really think about. One of them is being crit rate, and easy ways to get increased crit rate is through the memories. So make sure you read through all your memories and see which ones will give you extra crit rate. That's going to give you the most value in points because you need about 20 critical hits per battle in order to get max value on the crit hits. Also, don't always go for the strongest characters possible. Sometimes you do want to take your time in beating a boss so that you can apply more stun effects, more certain condition effects, as well as get more time to do crit rates, because obviously all of that is all RNG unless you have a character that can guarantee you to do that. And so by taking your time, it's going to get you more points. Now there is like a threshold of where you want to how long you want to take your time. I think it's like 12-13 turns ish. So make sure you consider that as well when you're doing battles, and always check your characters out who can do conditions as well. Lowering attack, burns, freeze, stuns, confusions, all that. Make sure you check out your characters that you have and apply them to your team, and you should yield more rewards. And obviously you don't want to die, because the more characters that die, you get less points. So that's just a quick summary of how you want to play VE Tower. It's all about crit rate and all of these condition effects. Sometimes you don't even have to worry about the bonus characters that they do provide that give stats. Sometimes you can just avoid that entirely if you have a good enough box. And because you only get 3 chances of VE Tower per day, there's actually a little trick that you can do in order to maximize your RNG here. So when they go into the first floor, for example, it can be any floor. It doesn't have to be the first floor. And you use your first attempt here. If you say you didn't get enough crit rates in the first turn, or you didn't get the specific, abnormal effect that you really need, you can always just quickly quit the game and then jump back right into the game, and you'll start on turn number 1 on whatever battle you decided to force close the game on. So with that method, you can keep on trying to get the best turns possible, and that will get you more points, because maybe one of these runs will give you like every single hit a crit rate, every single burn chance, and everything like that. So take advantage of that force close method. I don't think they've fixed that at all, so you should be all good with that. If you want more details on VE Tower, I do have a video, link in the description. And in that video, I go through all of the details on that. So, yeah. For the next tip here is all about events here. When an event is active, make sure you 100% use all your stamina that you want to use on the event, and only strictly focus on that. I know you want to use your stamina to get materials to upgrade your characters, but in the long run, only focusing on this will yield you more rewards later down the line, so you don't lack any. For the lottery event, this event is the best place to get gold outside of the daily events. So gold is actually really important. You'll be needing it a lot. Sometimes even I run out. And not only that, once you hit the 12th table here, you still get like training items, which is very important. I think you still get bottles and stuff like that, which is very valuable items to get. But really, it's, I think, mostly just about the gold for this event. In the other event, you do get a lot more better materials, so that's definitely the way to go. And you just want to strictly focus on that. I know it might sound counterintuitive because you're not upgrading your characters, but you'll need the gold, trust me. Gold is good for refreshing the store, so you get more items and upgrading your characters, because it starts to, it'd be a lot. Like 6 million, I could go through that in like 2 days. And then the final tip is saving stamina. So if you don't play as much as I do, you might get to the point where you hit 999 stamina. I'm at 953 because I don't play the game anymore. And you can't go past 999. Now, every time you over exceed 999, it actually goes to your gift box, as you can see here. So like 20, 50, 300, all that. You can take advantage of that and save all of that stamina until like a 2x period comes out. And then you just use all your stamina then. This is a good effective way if you don't play a lot of the game. Another way of doing this is if you are pay to win. This is the strat that I used to do. I always buy this pack here that gives you extra stamina per day. Every login day, it will just sit in the gift box, and I'll let it sit there until 2x period or an event that I desperately need to finish off comes around, and then I accept it all. And I start using my stamina. This is the best way. Sometimes it's not even effective to use your stamina on a day where there's no 2x period or anything like that. So a good way is just to keep it in your gift box. Now, it does expire. Keep in mind of that. So if it does expire, you can accept it and just keep on stacking up, because the pack that I buy, usually they only last for like a week. So when the week passes, I just accept an extra bit of 50 stamina, which is still very useful. It's just a nice, easy, cheap way to save stamina for a rainy day, essentially. So yeah, that's pretty much all my tips and tricks that I have for you for My Hero Academia Ultra Impact. Hopefully this helped any of you guys to excel in the game. If it did, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on, so you don't miss out on more Ultra Impact content. With that said, check out my social medias, linked in the description. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay healthy, stay safe, stay fizzy. Peace out.